Everyone, welcome to YogiMe. My name's Hannah. We're going to do an hour of yoga together. Just going to give everybody a minute here to join and then we'll get started. Reminder as always to like, share, comment. It's always appreciated. Let me know if you have any questions afterwards and I'll reach out to you. And we do this every Tuesday, Thursday at 6 p.m. for 45 minutes and then Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. for an hour. So we will just get started here. It's a little bit off. Okay. So we're just going to start in a comfortable seated position. A cross-legged position would work just fine. Bring your shoulders right over your hips. Bring your ears right over your shoulders. Your hands can come to your thighs or to your knees. And just start to stack your spine. Tuck your chin slightly to bring your neck in line with your spine. And if you're comfortable, you can start to close your eyes or keep a soft gaze in front of you. Just by drawing our mind inward. Just meaning that if your mind is thinking about things other than what's inside of the room you're in, outside of the body that you're in, outside of the time that you're in, just start to gently draw your mind into the present moment. To do that is to focus on our breathing. So as you're sitting with your spine nice and stacked and your sit bones rooted into the ground, start to draw your attention to your breath. Draw your breath down to the very bottom of your lungs. Deep and full and long. Not pausing at the top or the bottom of your breath. Just letting it flow freely. Body is in stillness. Notice how your breath changes your body, how your lungs expand and contract, how your rib cage expands and contracts. There's some movement in your belly, in your chest, and in your shoulders. Breathe deeply, let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. You can stay here or you can bring your right hand to your left ear. Just add a little bit of extra weight. your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you can stay here or you can bring your left hand to your right ear. The right side of your neck. Your right shoulder. Then release your left hand back to your left knee. Bring your chest forward. As you inhale, in your heart, and then exhale as you round your spine. Look down and towards your navel. Inhale as you bring your chest and your heart forward. Exhale as you round your spine, tucking your tailbone. Inhale, bring your chest and your heart forward. Look up slightly. And then exhale as you round your spine. Inhale, bring your chest and your heart forward. Look up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, your heart. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, bring your heart and your chest forward. Exhale as you round your spine. And then come back to neutral. Stack your spine. Then inhale as you scoop your arms up overhead. Bring your palms to touch. Then exhale as you bring your hands back down to the floor. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead. Exhale as you drop your right hand down to the floor. Reach your left arm up and overhead. Stretching your left side body. Left ribs. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you bring your left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up overhead. And a few breaths to your right ribs. Reach back up. Exhale as you bring your hands to the floor, uncross your ankles, and come into a tabletop position. So your wrists are right below your shoulders. Your knees are right below your hips. And press all 10 fingers into the floor. Create space in between your shoulder blades. And then exhale as you bring your right arm behind your left arm. Set your right shoulder down on the mat. Maybe set your right cheek down on the mat. And you can stay here or you can bring your left hand behind you and grab for your right thigh. Back down to the floor, press into the mat with your left hand, reach your right arm up overhead, stack your shoulders. Then exhale as you set your right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, stack your shoulders, and exhale as you bring your left arm behind your right arm, set your left shoulder down, set your left cheek down. And you can stay here or bring your right arm back behind you, grab for your left thigh. Back down on the mat. Press into the mat with your right hand. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you set your left hand back down on the floor, coming back to your tabletop position. Drawing your belly in towards your spine. And then tuck your toes underneath and lift your knees up off of the mat. Pausing here. And then send your hips up high into your first downward facing dog. So use all 10 fingers to press the mat away from you. Draw your tailbone up. Your knees don't have to be straight, they can be bent. Just lengthening the spine. Take a few breaths here as you start to settle in. So drawing the air down deep into your lungs. Set your right knee down on the mat. Turn your left foot so that it's firmly planted. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Stacking your shoulders. Pressing into the outside edge of your left foot. And opening up your chest. Maybe your left hand falls a little bit back behind you. Reach your left fingers up, and exhale as you reach your left hand over your left ear. Drawing your left fingertips away from your left foot, and driving that left foot firmly into the mat. Exhale, set your left hand down on the floor, reach your left leg up, and reach your right hand forward. Drawing your right hand forward and kicking your left foot back, creating length in your limbs. You can stay here or bend your left knee, reach your right hand back, see if you can grab your left foot. And then kick into your right hand with your left foot. Drawing your foot up towards the ceiling. Giving it a little bit of a back bend here. And then release. Reach your limbs out long. Inhale. And then exhale as you set everything back down. Tuck your toes underneath. Lift your hips up high, coming into downward facing dog. Pressing that away. Then bend your left knee, set your left knee down on the floor. Turn your right foot so that it's firmly planted. And reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Stacking your shoulders. Open up your chest. And your right hand kind of falls back behind you as you open up your chest. Fingertips up towards the ceiling, inhale, and exhale as you reach your right arm forward over your right ear. Drawing your right foot away from your right hand. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, inhale. And exhale as you set your right hand back down on the floor. Reach your right leg up. And reach your left hand forward. limbs. Hand, kicking back with your right foot. And you can stay here, or you can bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand. See if you can grab your right foot. And if you can, then kick into your left hand. See if you can reach your right foot up a little higher. Reach your limbs out long. Inhale. And then exhale as you set everything back down on the floor. Tuck your toes underneath and lift your hips up high, coming into downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths here. Look forward, bend your knees. Take a couple baby steps up to the top of the mat. And then lift up halfway on an inhale. Reach the crown of your head forward. And reach your tailbone back behind you. Lengthening your spine. Forward and bend your knees. You can bend your knees a lot. Maybe bringing your torso to rest on your thighs. Make sure your neck and your head are nice and soft. Just hanging. Grab opposite elbows. Adding a little bit of extra weight to pull you down towards the floor. Release your hands back to the floor. Inhale up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins. Exhale as you fold forward. Bend your knees as you reach up, stand all the way up. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into plank. And hold. Press the mat away. Create space in between your shoulder blades. You can always set your knees down. Then rock forward slightly. Bend your elbows as you slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Straighten your elbows just until your body tells you to stop. Coming into Cobra. Your thighs are still down on the mat, tops of your feet press into the floor. Open your heart and your chest forward. And breathe. And exhale as you bring your chin down to the floor, tuck your toes underneath, press up to plank. And then lift your hips up high, coming into downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths here. Knees. Take a step or a hop to the front of the mat. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. Bend your knees and reach up. Stand up. Inhale. Exhale your hands to your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, clench your hands. Step your feet back and chaturanga, lower to the floor with quality. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale as you tuck your toes. Press your hips up high, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Look forward. Bend your knees. Take a step or a hop to the front of the mat. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, stand up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, clench your hands, step your feet back into plank. And chaturanga, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Should be nice and warm. Salutation letter A one more time. So when you're ready, look forward, bend your knees. Take a step or a hop to the front of the mat. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. Bend your knees and reach up, stand up, inhale. And exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into plank. Chaturanga, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths here. And reach your right leg out towards the ceiling. And step your right foot up in between your hands. Lift up into your crescent lunge. So your right knee is bent, you're on the ball of your left foot. Hips and shoulders squared forward. Fingers reaching up. Then bend your elbows, look up. And take a back bend here. The arms and cactus arms or goalpost arms. And then lift back up, reach your fingers up. Square your shoulders forward. And then frame your right foot, bring your hands to the floor. Drop your left knee, untuck your left toes. And bring your hands to your right knee. Draw your hips forward, shine your chest forward. And breathe into your hips. And bring your hands to the floor, frame your right foot. Walk your hands back. Perhaps draw your toes back towards you. Here. Draw your chest and your heart towards your right toes. And then walk your hands forward, rebend your right knee. Tuck your left toes underneath. Lift your left knee. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. For lizard pose, maybe you walk your right foot out a little bit more. Just an option. Draw your left heel back. Keep your left leg nice and straight. You can stay up on your palms or you can come down to your forearms. We won't be here for too long, but find a pose that works for you. The outside of your right foot and lift back to your crescent lunge. So drawing your fingertips up towards the ceiling, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Spin your left heel down, open up to a T, warrior two. Sink your hips down low. Arms are parallel with the floor. Gaze over your right middle finger. Thigh. Turn your right palm up towards the ceiling and reach your arm up overhead to reverse your warrior. Draw your right hand away from your right knee. Then use your core to lift back up, warrior two. Straighten your right knee, reach your right hand forward. Right hand to right shin, left arm comes up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose. And then bring your left hand to where your right hand is, on your right shin. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. For a twist. Shoulder to stack on top of your left shoulder. And bring your right hand to your right shin, left arm reaches up. Use your core as you lift up to standing, rebend your right knee, warrior two. And then curve your hands down to frame your right foot. Step your right foot back to plank. And we'll bring it through a flow. So chaturanga, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths here. And then reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. And step your left foot up in between your hands. Coming up to your crescent lunge. Reach your fingertips up. Draw your shoulders down, away from your ears. Hips and shoulders squared forward. Bend your elbows, come into cactus arms, look up. Take a back bend. And reach back up. Bring your shoulders squared forward. And then bring your hands to the floor, frame your left foot, drop your right knee, untuck your right toes, walk your hands to your left knee, and draw your hips forward. A nice stretch in your hips here. Bring your hands to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and then bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Maybe walk your left foot out a little bit. Come into lizard. Keeping your active. Drawing that right heel back. You can stay up here on your palms or you can drop to your forearms. For you. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot and use your core as you lift up to crescent lunge. Left knee is bent up on the ball of your right foot. And then spin your right heel down, open up to a T, warrior two. Sink your hips down low. Gaze over your left middle finger. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Drop your right hand to your right thigh, flip your left palm up, and reach your left arm up overhead. Reverse warrior. Drawing your left hand away from your left knee. Breathing into your left ribs. Use your core as you lift back up, warrior two. Reach your left hand forward and drop your left hand to your left shin. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. For triangle pose, keep your hips nice and open. If that means your left hand comes up higher, that's okay. For everybody. And then bring your right hand to where your left hand is. Reach your left arm up. Twist from your spine. See if you can stack your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Bring your left hand to your left shin. Right arm reaches up. And use your core as you lift back up to standing. Rebend your left knee. Warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your left knee again. Bring your left toes in. And then start to fold forward, keeping your elbows in towards each other. Bring the crown of your head down towards the floor. And release your hands down toward the floor in front of your face. And see if you can walk your hands back behind you as far as they will go. Of your body. Walk your hands forward, back in front of your face. And lift up halfway with the flat back. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your elbows in towards each other. And lift all the way back up to standing. Turn your left toes forward, rebend your left knee. Arms to a T, warrior two. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Drop your hips down. And then cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. And try to run the elbow over to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And take a few breaths here. Fall down towards the floor. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into a forward fold. Drop the crown of your head down to the floor. Bend your right knee and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Bring your left hand back down to the floor. Bend your left knee, reach your right arm up. Bring your right hand back down to the floor. Round your spine and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lift all the way up to standing. Letting your head and your neck come last. Then once you reach the top of the mat, roll your shoulders back a few times. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your weight into your right foot. Press down into all four corners of your right foot. Bring your left knee out. And bring your left heel to your right ankle. You can kickstand here, or you can start to lift your left foot to your inner calf, or lift up to your inner thigh. Come into tree pose. Once you found your balance, you can start to reach your arms up, start to grow your branches. You can reach straight up. You can bring your palms together. You can come into cactus arms. For you. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can look up. Maybe take a little bit of a back bend. Bring your hands to heart center. Don't drop your left foot down just yet. Bring your left ankle to your right knee and bend your right knee so that you're kind of in a half chair pose. So your hips are sinking back and your legs are in kind of a figure four shape. And then see if you can drop your forearms down to your left shin. Maybe even rest your forearms on your left shin. Still keeping your balance. And if this feels okay, if you've got enough space here, maybe drop your hands to the floor. And then maybe straighten your right knee. Wherever you are. And then you can rebend your right knee. Bring your hands back to prayer. And then lift back up to standing and drop your left foot to the floor. Take a couple baby chairs. And then bring your weight into your left foot. Root down into all four corners of your left foot. Bring your right knee out. Right heel to your left ankle. And you can kickstand here, or you can bring your right foot to your calf, or help it along to your inner thigh. And then once you've found your balance, start to grow your branches however you would like to. Again, if you need more of a challenge, you can look up. Maybe even try closing your eyes. hands back to heart center. Don't drop your right foot just yet. Bring your right foot, your right ankle to your left knee and bend into your left leg. Coming into a half chair. Figure four shape. And see if you can draw your forearms down towards your right shin. Okay, again, you can drop your hands to the floor. Maybe straighten your left leg. Bring your hands back to heart center. And start to stand back up. Set your right foot down. Take some baby chair poses. And then when you're ready, reach up, inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale as you plant your hands. Step your feet back into plank and hold. Create space in between your shoulder blades. In towards your spine. Chaturanga as you slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your arms to your sides. Actually, bring them out to a T. I'm assuming we've all got space. But lift your arms up, lift your chest up, lift your legs up, lift your thighs, drawing your heart forward. Lifting everything possible. And breathing as we do it. Touching every muscle on the back side of our bodies. Bring your hands to create a little pillow, stack them on top of each other, and rest your forehead down on your hands. And breathe. And do that one more time. Bring your arms up to a T, or bring them out like airplane wings. Reach your arms up, lift your chest, lift your thighs, lift your legs, lift everything possible. And breathe. And then again, bring your hands to create pillows and release. Forehead to your hands. And breathe. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and lift up to plank. To our abs again. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Don't sink into your shoulders. Create space in between your shoulder blades. You can always drop down to your knees. And then when you're ready, lift your hips up high. Come into your downward facing dog. wide, maybe as wide as your mat. Bring your toes together and sink your hips back towards your heels. Coming into child's pose. Forward. Bring your knees in so that they're about hip distance apart. Hips are still over your knees. Walk your hands out and melt your heart down towards the floor. Maybe bring your forehead to the floor. Or if that's easy, bring your chin to the floor. Release. Come back to your tabletop position. Cross your ankles deeply. Come back to a seated position. Scoot yourself forward and come to laying down on your backs. Hug your knees into your chest. And bring your feet to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your right knee away from you. And you can stay here, or you can lift your left leg towards you. Grab onto your thigh or to your left shin and pull your left leg towards you, getting a stretch in your right hip. And once you've found the pose that works for you, breathe. Of anything you're holding on to that doesn't serve you, any extra tension, any extra gripping. Let go of any thoughts that aren't serving you. Release your left foot back down to the floor. Bring your right foot to the floor. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. Bring your left knee away from you. And you can stay here, or you can bring your right leg towards you. Grab onto your right thigh, or maybe even your right shin. And gently pull your right leg towards you, finding a pose that works for you. Breathe into your left hip. Bring your right foot back to the floor and your left foot back to the floor. Bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Lift your heels up. Your hands can come to rest at your sides. You can come to your belly. It's okay if your knees are bent. You can get a nice stretch here, but the point is to lift your legs above your heart for an inversion. Break. Flow of oxygen to all that blood that's in your legs. Your knees. Give yourself a little hug. Slide your hands down to the outsides of your feet. Grab the outsides of your feet with your hands and reach the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, stacking your heels above your knees. And gently drawing your knees down towards your armpits. If this is too far away, or if there's not enough space, you can always bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Squeeze your toes. Squeeze your hands. Squeeze the muscles in your face. Squeeze yourself into the tiniest little ball. And then release. Making yourself nice and big. Taking up lots of space on your mat. Coming just to laying flat down on your backs. Let your feet flop open. Bring your shoulders down to the floor. Let yourself feel heavy and completely supported by the ground. Let go of any extra tension. Maybe in your shoulders. Maybe in that space between your eyebrows. Release your jaw. Release the muscles in your face. Just let your entire body feel heavy and supported for a few moments until I call you back. Wiggle your fingers. Move your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Lift your arms up overhead, taking a big good morning stretch. Stretching from your toes to your fingers. Make your way into the right side of your body. Hug your knees in towards your chest and use your bicep as a pillow. Press into your left hand and make your way up to a comfortable seated position, similar to how we started class. And on an inhale, circle your arms up overhead. Bring your palms together and exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Again, circle your arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, bring your thumbs to heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin. Press your thumbs in towards your sternum. Thank yourself for showing up to your mat today and taking care of your body. Tell your body how much you love and appreciate it, but know that you are so much more than your body. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light and love in me honors and acknowledges the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.